Now listen here. So, next, in the last video we had discussed till the prostate gland. Okay, due to some disconnection, I will continue that particular topic with this video. So here, next comes the prostate gland, which will be present in one in number, single, individually, not in pair. Okay, next one more gland is there below this prostate gland, and that gland is the third gland, that is bulbourethral gland. Again, this gland will be located in pair. Altogether, this is only one gland, but this gland is in pair. Okay, all these ducts, that is of seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland, all their ducts are going to open into the urethra. Okay, their secretion is going to secrete into what? Into this tube, that is the urethra. Okay, the next here, after this bulbourethral gland, urethra will act as an ejaculator. Okay, why means here there is a presence of an next, the third topic will come. Till now we had discussed about these ducts and the glands. The third is the third part of the male reproductive system, that is the external genitalia. Okay, in that external genitalia, the external genital is the penis. What it is? It is the penis. Okay, here at the penis, at the terminal end, there is a presence of a bulgy region, to which we can call it as the glans penis. What it is? It is the glans penis, and this penis it is made up of tissues. Okay, that tissues will undergo into the contraction. Okay, so that is responsible for erectness of the penis, and here this urethra opens into the glans penis, and this glans penis is covered by a loose infolding of skin, and that skin is known as the foreskin. What it is known as? It is known as the foreskin, and here this penis opens into a opening, and that opening is known as the urethral meatus. This is the opening, and this opening is known as the urethral meatus. Okay, what it is? That it is the urethral meatus. So here in the ejaculatory duct, the penis is the male ejaculatory or male external genitalia. What it is? It is the male external genitalia. Here it is made up of a special tissue. This part is made up of special tissue that helps in the erection of penis to facilitate the insemination. Means it is going to facilitate the easy passage of sperms, which are going to come from the urethra. Okay. Then here the enlarged part of penis is known as the glans penis. Here there is an opening that is known as the urethral meatus, and there is a loose skin fold on this glans penis that is known as the foreskin. Okay, so this is about the male reproductive system. This diagram they will ask for 5 marks. Okay, this diagram compulsorily they will ask for 5 marks. Okay, either the female or the male reproductive system. Okay, see here once again I will tell you, testis is the primary sex organ. Okay, in which there is a presence of compartments, and that compartments are known as the testicular lobules. That testicular lobules will have 1 to 3 highly coiled structure, that is the seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are the seat for sperm production or structural and functional unit of male reproductive system. Except that one, the seminiferous tubule produces the sperms, which is going to transported to a tiny network of tubules, which is known as the reed testis. If they ask for 5 marks, means you have to label all these diagrams. See here, these are the seminiferous tubules. These are the testicular lobules. Testicular lobules. These are the reed testes. And one more very important point, testes are located into the sac, and that sac is a scrotum. What it is? That it is the scrotum. Except this one, this is the vas efferentia. This is the epididymitis. Okay, and this is the vas deferens. Here I will write vas deferens. This is the urinary bladder, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. Okay, see here, the sperms which are going to produce in the seminiferous tubule, that will be conveyed to the reed testis. From reed testis to the vas efferentia, from vas efferentia to the epididymitis. From epididymitis through the vas deferens, it is going to transmit it to the urethra, and that urethra, which act as an ejaculatory duct, all the glands are going to open their ducts into the ejaculatory duct. Now next here I told you accessory glands are also there. What are the accessory glands? Here you see accessory glands. What are the glands means? First is seminal vesicle, second is prostate, or otherwise we can also write as tail of seminal vesicle. This question is also very important for your NEET. Okay, how many seminal vesicles will be there? How many prostate gland will be there? How many bulbourethral gland will be there? Pair of seminal vesicles, second, one prostate gland, and third, pair of bulbourethral gland. So, as you know, they are glands. They are going to secrete something. So, what they are going to secrete means? They are going to secrete a fluid, and that fluid is known as the seminal plasma. Altogether, they are going to secrete a fluid, and that fluid or a liquid substance they are going to secrete, that it is known as the seminal plasma. What it is known as? It is known as the seminal plasma or the seminal fluid, or else the seminal plasma is known as the semen. semen. Okay, this semen or seminal plasma, in this fluid only, there will be presence of sperms. Okay, so this altogether constitutes the seminal plasma, and the seminal plasma rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. They are rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. Okay, that enzymes during fusion of gametes, these enzymes are required. So this fructose and calcium and certain enzymes are there, which is going to secreted from the seminal plasma, prostate, and bulbourethral gland, or whatever the seminal plasma is going to secrete. It nourishes the sperms. In what? In the urethra, because sperms are going to transmit it from in this way, in the urethra. So whatever the secretions of these, they are going to nourish these sperms. Okay, during ejaculation. Okay, the next term here, the secretion of bulbourethral gland helps in the lubrication of penis. Whatever the substance which are going to secrete from the bulbourethral gland, that helps in the lubrication of the penis. Okay, so all this is about the male reproductive system. If they ask for 5 marks, all these labelings are very important. Okay, about primary sex organ, about ducts, then about the external genitalia. Okay, so please draw this diagram and practice this diagram for 5 months. The next we will go for the female reproductive system. Next, it is the female reproductive system. See here. Here, in female reproductive system, this will also ask for 5 marks. Either that or either this. Okay, between both of these, they will ask one question. Compulsory, they will ask. Okay, only a diagram with 10 labelings. Okay, so here the female reproductive system consists of here also. What is the primary sex organ means? That is the ovary. In the male reproductive system, it was testes. Okay, it consists of a pair of ovaries. Pair of ovaries means 2 ovaries will be there. In the female reproductive system, ovaries are the primary sex organs. What is the function of ovaries? Sometimes they will ask for 1 mark. What is the function of testes? What is the function of ovaries? Ovaries means this is meant for the production of ova. Production of ova or egg. And one more function, it secretes the hormone. And that hormones are the steroidal hormones. Or just you can write as the what we call, that is secretion of hormones. Secretion of hormones. Except ovaries, there is an presence of a pair of oviducts. Means to this ovaries there is an presence of a pair of ducts or the tubes. That is the oviduct. A pair of oviduct and it's not a pair. Okay, that is a uterus. Uterus will be there. Then except uterus, cervix, and lastly vagina. These are the structures of what? Different parts of male reproductive system. So these all parts along with the pair. See here, in the female reproductive system, one more organ will come or one more part will come. That is a pair of mammary gland. This also will come under the reproductive system. Okay, pair of mammary gland. See, all these parts and the mammary gland altogether are responsible for, or altogether this whole system is responsible for the first thing, that is for fertilization. Because in human beings, the fertilization will take place in the female reproductive system. So that is why this female reproductive system is responsible for fertilization. Before fertilization, ovulation. That is the release of ova from the ovary. Further you will come to know about the ovulation and all. Ovulation, fertilization. The next, pregnancy. Then childbirth. Then last one, child care. Ovulation means ova is going to release from the ovary. That process is going to take place within the female reproductive system. Fertilization, okay, due to the female reproductive system. That is, fertilization will take place.